Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. It's Maha once again. I hope you all had a beautiful and blessed full moon last night. I thought I'd do a video in response to a question I had from one of my subscribers and a dear friend. She emailed me and asked me a question, and I thought I might as well do a response, a video response to her question instead of emailing her back, so that I could share the response with everyone. And if anybody else is interested in writing a comment or making a video response to this question, I would love to hear your response as well. So her question was, do you sleep with your crystals? And my answer is yes. I definitely sleep with my crystals all the time. I love sleeping with my crystals. It's actually one of the ways I feel I can connect with my crystals and bond with them on a more intimate level. And I think if you're into crystal healing, sleeping with crystals, if you haven't already done so, is a really amazing way to allow the crystal's energy to uh, heal your physical and mental, emotional body during sleep, because when our bodies are sleeping, that is the time when they are doing all the healing. So crystals can help to amplify that. And if you're someone who, like me, likes to work with the subconscious mind through self-hypnosis, for example, then crystals would be a really great assistance for working with the subconscious mind as well, for programming and amplifying the effects of self-hypnosis. Okay, so what I want to do is share with you some of the crystals that I sleep with on a regular basis, and then just show you some of the ones that I sometimes sleep with. And this is just a really great excuse to share crystals. So there are 3 crystals that I sleep with every single night. 2 of them every night, 1 of them pretty much almost every night. And I'm going to start with those. So the first one is my rose quartz. I have many pieces of rose quartz, tumbled and raw, but this is the one I sleep with on a kind of a regular basis every night. I love the shape of this one. And it's funny because this was actually not my favorite crystal. I was gifted this crystal from a friend, and for some reason I didn't really connect with it, I guess. And I decided to sleep with it one night, and I fell in love with this energy, and it actually even has a rainbow inside it, which I'm not sure if you can see. It's hard to tell. It's on top here. And what I love is the shape of this crystal. It really fits perfectly right in the center of my chest, in the heart chakra area. And I sleep on my back, so pretty much the whole entire night, this crystal is sitting right here. And if I ever wake up at night and if I can't fall back asleep, I just feel this crystal and it helps me fall back asleep again. It's really nice, wonderful energy. And ever since I've been sleeping with this crystal, I feel like this crystal knows me really well. Even if I just look at it during the day, right away this sense of inner calm takes over. It's like I've already programmed my brain that this crystal helps me to have a healing sleep. So every time I look at it during the day, it's like I revisit that calm, centered feeling. And it also, I think, for me, helps uh, slow down my breathing at night. So I always put this every night on my chest, and once a month I put it under the full moon, which I did last night, and I cleanse it every night. I kind of rinse it over water for a minute, and then I just put it over my candle. And what I love to do is run it over rose petals and lavender incense, just loose incense, rose petal and lavender, and I charge it with that every night. So I feel like we've definitely bonded on a very intimate level, this crystal and I. And it's interesting with the crystals that I wouldn't have thought I would be very connected to. If I spend more time with them, then I start really loving their energy. So another one I sleep with every night is this angel here. This is also a rose quartz piece. And this little angel is my reminder to be grateful for 3 things every night. And then I put this one under my pillow. So those 2 I sleep with every night. And then I have this crystal ball, clear quartz, that I love to sleep with as well on occasional nights. Find this one very powerful, very cleansing. If I've had a kind of a rough day, then I like to sleep with this crystal. And I love the idea of the crystal ball. I read the other day that the crystal ball in Chinese folklore represents the breath of the dragon, the breath of the magical dragon. And it is the essence of pure thought and mind. Love that. Then I love my 3rd crystal I love sleeping with is smoky quartz, and I have many tumble pieces and rough pieces. I don't tend to sleep at all with my pointed crystals, quartz, or even just untumbled rough ones, because I have a tendency of waking up in the morning and sometimes forgetting that I had a crystal under my pillow or on my body, and then it falls and I don't want it to shatter into tiny pieces, so I just avoid sleeping with soft crystals. For example, I know that selenite is a great crystal to sleep with, but I don't sleep with my selenites because of that reason. So I love this smoky quartz in particular. I just love the shape of it. I sleep with this one a lot. If I sleep with this one, I usually put it on my base chakra, just under my belly, in combination with the rose quartz that I put on my chest. Another thing I love to do is sleep with crystal jewelry. The one I'm wearing right now is one that I love to sleep with, and this is chrysoprase. It's a necklace that I made with a shell. I make a lot of my jewelry. There's actually a really great store near my house where they sell beaded crystals of all kinds, and it's actually a very good price. They have them usually on sale, and I go there regularly. I pick up just like strands of beads. This one here. So I have all kinds of beaded crystals in strands like this, and I just love. This is a rose quartz. I've made this into a necklace. Sometimes I make them into necklaces so I can wear it as well as hold it. And I love holding this one. I love rose quartz. It's one of my favorites. So I sleep with beaded necklaces and bracelets. This is a moonstone one. And I also have blue lace agate, which is another wonderful crystal to sleep with. And this one I made into a necklace as well. And I have blue lace agate in a small tiny piece. I have many little pieces. I'm still kicking myself for not buying this really chunky, beautiful blue lace agate years ago. I'm still kicking myself for not getting it. It was exactly like this actually, but this much bigger. I love blue lace agate. It's one of my favorite crystals, and it's a crystal associated with moon in Capricorn, which is the moon in my birth chart. It's really interesting to look at which crystals correspond to your moon sign in your birth chart, because the moon is all related. It's all about emotions and the unconscious and dreams. So it's interesting because in astrology, a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times, the aspects of the moon in your chart can be a bit more unconscious. So I think working with crystals related to your moon really help you to connect with the energy of the moon in your chart. At least I find. And I'm going to do a video about that in the future, by the way. And another one I love sleeping with is chrysocolla. I have many pieces of chrysocolla. One of my favorites. I love this one though. I wanted to show you. because it really reminds me of the bottom of the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, when you can see all the beautiful rocks and stuff and sand and the flora. It's just, I love crystal cola. It reminds me of the ocean. This is also a great crystal for the heart chakra as well as the belly chakra. One that I like to sleep with, but I usually just place it next to my bed, is lepidolite. And the reason I put it next to my bed is because it's very fragile and it can break into tiny pieces. Actually, this was part of another one, a bigger crystal that chipped into another piece, which I kind of like. I like little pieces of lepidolite. So I put them next to my bed just for their energy. They're a really great crystal for calming the mind, for meditation, and for sleep. So lately I've been really into sodalite. I don't know if you say sodalite or sodalite. I keep pronouncing it sodalite. I don't know, one of you can tell me. Sodalite is my birthstone for Sagittarius and Jupiter, and I love this crystal. It's so calming. I think in general the crystals I tend to sleep with happen to be either blue, green, or different shades of pink. So any of those colors. Sometimes I sleep on the rare occasion with black crystals if I feel like I really need protection. Like obsidian, one of my favorites, which I used to sleep with all the time about 4 years ago and I don't anymore, is Apashitir. I don't have it here. Apashitir obsidian. I really like sleeping with that one. Snowflake obsidian is another favorite of mine, and I love sleeping with heart-shaped crystals at night. This is one of my Snowflake obsidian heart-shaped crystals. And I've been kind of recently working with chalcedony. I got this one the other day, actually. It reminds me a little bit of blue lace agate. It has kind of a similar energy, of course different, but somehow they kind of, I feel like, cross over at some point with the energies. So that's another one. And last one, charoite or charoite. I'm not sure which it is. Charoite. I know that's how you spell it. That's one of my favorite pieces. I love that. It has this little black dot here and it's flat on one side, so it's really great for meditation. If I feel like my mind is too active, I like to put it here and just, it helps me calm down and clear my mind. And those are some of the ones I wanted to show you. Of course, there's other ones like amethyst. Again, if it's not tumbled, I don't sleep with it because I don't want it to break. And I already mentioned smoky quartz. That's one of my top ones. And I think that's it for now. Emerald also. Emerald is another one I love to sleep with. So, which crystals do you like to sleep with? Or do you like to sleep with your crystals at all? I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!